We are live, let's go. All right, I'm gonna skip the wrist circles. I'm gonna head us right into the bounce. Here we go, let's start right here. Ooh, shake it off. So all we're doing is we're bouncing in place. You can roll your wrist at the same time if you would like. And we're gonna head through all of those warm-up drills again just to make sure that the body's nice and warm. You can chug your shoulders. Remember, you wanna keep posture in mind, so shoulders are stacked over the hips. You can leave the ground if you want, or you can just kind of pulse on the ground. From there, we're gonna be doing our arm circles. So pretend you have 2 remote controls, soften the knees, engage the glutes, and then you're gonna take your arms in 2 circles overhead. Try not to bend the elbow. And then while you're doing this, think about spreading your chest and spreading your back, and then pulling your armpits down the side of the body. As soon as that buzz hits, we're gonna reverse direction. Here we go. Switch direction. And then after this, we're gonna come back down to the mat. We're gonna do our hip circles to warm up the hips again. You've got about 10 seconds. Try not to let the elbows bend. Little circles, just taking the arm around. And then come on down to the mat. We're gonna do our hip circles again. So on the elbows and knees, not the hands and knees. Kimberly, Arlene, welcome back. Lynn. And we are off. So take the knee in a giant circle. Go ahead and reverse the direction of your circle. Remember, you're trying to get the knee up and over a fire hydrant, not moving the rest of the body. We're gonna switch over onto the left side in just a second. Whew. Here we go. So try to pull the heel close to the booty, spread the toes, keep the back nice and flat. Whew. Reverse the direction of your hip circle. Try to get the knee up and over a fire hydrant. You're trying to take the knee all the way through its end range of motion while pulling the heel in close to the booty. Your hamstring might start to feel that. Coming into our adductor rocks, toe pulls towards the shin, hip shift back, and then all you're doing is taking that stretch all throughout the inner thigh. If you want to take it a little bit slower, you can think about pressing the inside of your foot down into the mat. But shoulders are right over the wrist as you shift the weight forward and backwards. And keep the toes active in the shoes. These don't have to be quick. These can be nice and slow and controlled. Go ahead and switch sides, same thing. Remember, the bottom of your foot is not on the ground. Toe pulls towards the shin, hip shift back. Think about spreading the chest or pulling the shoulders away from the ears as we are warming up the inner thigh again. After this, we're gonna head into our down dog leg lifts. And then we'll do our scat push-ups again. So here we go into our down dog leg lifts. Flip the top of your mat if you'd like. Gives you a little bit more traction. In your downward facing dog, bend the knees straight back, push into the hands. Lift one heel up, and then the other. Pulling the chest towards the shoelaces, pushing through the hands. Ooh. Left hip is tighter than the right hip. These don't have to be quick. These can be nice and controlled. Oh yeah. You got about 6 seconds left to go. Coming down onto hands and knees. We're gonna do our scat push-ups, so quarter angle for you. Pull the chest down in between straight arms, push the ground away. Pull the chest down, straight arms. Another way to think about it is you're trying to push your hands down into the mat and you're trying to pull them away from each other. Moving the shoulder blades on the back. If you were to put a grape in between your shoulder blades, you would be squeezing the grape in between the shoulder blades. Good. From here, we're going to be heading into our dynamic warm-up. For the 3rd time today, I'm going to turn the music down just a little for myself. Okay, so come down onto the mat. I'm going to actually use one of my 10-pound dumbbells for our leg lowers. Let's head right into it. Toes pull towards the shin. I'm just holding the weight right over the bottom of my sternum. Or if you're familiar with where a sports bra lands on the torso, on the bottom, that's where you want to push the weight over. Toes pull towards the shin. As you lower one leg down, you should feel the glute of the leg that's lowered fire up to help stabilize the movement. And all of that is going to feed into the core. After we do this, we're going to do good old-fashioned plank spiders. Here we go. Flipping over for our plank spiders. If you want to elevate the heels of your hands, all you have to do is put the heels of your hands on a rolled up mat, straight line from the head to the tailbone or the head to the heels. And you're just pulling the knee up and out. Now it doesn't need to go that high. Remember, this is like our single-legged plank. That's all we're trying to achieve. As you take the knee up and out, you're trying not to let the body rotate. Ooh. Soften the elbows, shift the weight forward. After this, we're gonna come up to standing for our squats. Now, if you want, you can hold onto a weight. It's just gonna help counterbalance. Sometimes actually holding onto a weight makes squats a little bit easier. If you are holding onto a dumbbell, make sure that elbows land on the insides of the knees. If squats are easy for you and you wanna challenge them, hold the bottom and then come up. So by adding a change in tempo, it actually makes it a little bit more challenging. Keep the sternum up. After this, we're gonna be doing our seal jacks. Lowering down, lifting up, push the ground away from the feet as you're coming up out of that squat. Here we go for seal jacks. So remember, you're opening up hands nice and big. You're either tapping one foot and then the other, or you're hopping. Using the back muscles to spread open the chest. Keeping elbows bent but active. So I have a micro bend in my elbows, and it's like I'm pulling open two doors. We got about 5 seconds left, and we're gonna head back into those leg lowers. So come on down to the ground. Ooh. Grabbing onto my 10-pound weight. Toes pulled towards the shins. Pressing the weight right over the xiphoid process or the base of the sternum. Micro bend in the knees if you need. However, if you can keep your leg nice and straight and keep it right over the hip, we're in a good mobile position. Let the exhale help bring your leg back up. If you're pushing the weight over your chest, soften the elbows. From there, we're gonna do our good old-fashioned plank spiders. Elevate the heels of the hands, straight line from the head to the heels, and you're taking the knee up and out to the side. Now, if you guys wanna see why I always do plank spiders over mountain climbers, you can try a mountain climber, and for me personally, it just feels a little more crunchy in the hip flexors, so which is why I like to do these plank spiders. Soften the elbows, grip the ground with your fingertips. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna come up to standing for our squats. Having deja vu. Lowering down, lifting up. So my toes are pointed out for whatever feels comfortable for me. And then I'm pushing my feet down into the ground and I'm driving my feet away from each other, forcing my knees out. When I squat, I don't want to put my weight forward. I want to think about keeping my heart up, keeping my gaze up. If I want it to be a little bit more challenging, I can pause in the bottom phase of that squat. If you are holding onto a dumbbell, make sure that the elbows are on the inside of the knee, of the knees. 3, 2, and then 1. From here, we're gonna be doing our seal jacks. So big open, like you're going in for a nice big hug. And you're hopping the feet in and out. You can also step the feet in and out, whatever makes more sense for you. Keep a micro bend in the elbow. Keep the hands active, almost like you're holding on to 2 balloons and you're pulling the balloons apart. We got 5 seconds left. Good. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, so what we have up next for set number 1, we've got bent over rows on both sides. We're gonna be doing a reverse lunge plus a lift, which is a cross body action. You'll need a dumbbell for that. And then we're gonna do plank tap, push-up plank position, and we're doing cannonballs, which is a core exercise. So I'm gonna start with my 18-pound kettlebell. Bent over rows, hinge at the hip, elbow to the sky, wrist to the rib. If in this bent over position, you feel tension in the lower back or the upper back, just use your left hand. You can put it on a chair, you can put it on the counter, you can put it on the wall, whatever makes sense for you. Now, whether your feet are side by side like this, we're gonna switch sides, or they're staggered, it doesn't really matter that much. All it is 2 different stances, elbow to the sky, wrist to the rib, shoulder blade off the back, shoulder away from the ear. It's 2 different stances. A staggered stance is actually a little bit easier to control because the body's not gonna rotate that much. When the feet are in line with each other, like this, side by side in line, you really have to control the body and not let it want to rotate. From there, we're gonna be heading into a lift. So go ahead and grab one of your dumbbells. I'll do it forward. So you're gonna be doing a reverse lunge, and then I want you to lift the weight over the front leg, okay? We're gonna do this 3 times through. So if it's a little confusing right now, it's okay. However, I think what you'll find is that when you actually have the dumbbell, I just kicked my kettlebell, it's a little bit easier. It kind of controls the body and puts you in a good position to be doing these reverse lunges. Keep the elbows soft in the lift. Good, and then go ahead and switch sides. Take it down a notch, here we go. Switch sides. So the leg that's stepping back, see if you can get that knee to kiss the ground. And remember, your front leg is the working leg. You're trying to keep the body in this upright position, shoulders stacked over the hips. Try to keep that front knee behind the toe. You can control that by pulling the weight back as you step that leg back. 2, 1. Now from there, I forgot what we're doing. Oh yeah, plank taps. So go ahead and come into your push-up plank position. Whew. Elevate the heels of the hands if you want. It's not a jack, it's a tap. Now a tap is similar to a plank spider in the sense that we're balancing our body on one leg and then the other. Soften the elbows, grip the ground. After this, we're gonna be flipping over onto our back. That's what that cannonball is. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure the hips are in line with the shoulders. And then here we go. Coming onto your back. Okay, so you're hugging yourself in a ball, and then you're reaching out straight, pausing for a beat. Hug. Hollow body hold, but there's a little bit of a break in the exercise because you're pulling knees in. I want your lower back to stay on the mat the entire time. You notice my head stays where it's at in space as well. Using the exhales to hit that hard part. Good. Whew. Back to the top. So coming into that bent over row, I'm using an 18-pound kettlebell, by the way. Elbow to the sky, wrist to the rib. Spread the chest on the pull. Pull the shoulder away from the ear. If you notice tension in the lower back, you can use your opposite hand, and you can put it on a chair, you can put it on the wall, something that's gonna help support you. Spread the chest on each pull. Pull the shoulder away from the ear. Good. Switching sides, and then we're gonna head into those lifts. Reverse lunge with a lift. So again, you can have feet side by side, hip distance apart, or you can do a staggered position. A staggered position is a little bit easier because you don't have to worry about if the body is rotating. When feet are side by side, it takes a little bit more control thinking about what's happening here. and 1. Good, so I'm grabbing a 10-pound weight now for those reverse lunge with a lift. Remember, you're lifting over the front leg. So I'm stepping back with my left, lifting up and over with my right. Now my arms aren't straight. I have a soft bend in both of them. My working leg, in this case, is my right leg. It's my front leg. And it's the one that's pushing me up to standing. So try not to use that back leg as a takeoff. You don't want to use the back leg as a kickstand to push you off. You want the work to happen in that front leg. Oh. Switching sides, same thing on the left side. Now if it's too confusing with the dumbbell, you can always do this as body weight, or you can hold the dumbbell at your side. All we're trying to do, the main focus, is the reverse lunge. The extracurricular activity is the lift. Just a little bit more oblique work if you're down for it. 10 seconds left to go. Oh, keep going. 3, 2, 1. From there, we're gonna be doing our plank taps. So if you wanna flip the top of your mat, you can. Straight line from the head to the heels. You're just tapping one foot and then the other. Soft elbows. I want you to focus on what's happening at the core. So I'm using my hips and my glutes to control my hips not falling. So that right there is core and glute work to keep my hips elevated. Soft elbows, grip the ground with your fingertips. Try to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Here we go into our cannonballs. So all we're doing, if cannonballs are too easy for you, you can just hold that hollow body hold. So this is the challenging part. The extracurricular is just tugging the knees in, extending them out. Harder is going to be just holding this. If you're still building your way up to a hollow body hold, you take quick relief and then do it again. Exhale, out here. Exhale whenever the body is out. Lower back stays touching the mat the entire time. All right, back to the top. I'm gonna up my kettlebell to a 25, but I'm gonna also use a bench. So if you were doing a staggered stance, just make sure the leg that's back is the arm that's rowing. In both positions, you don't want the body to rotate. As you row, spread the chest. Pull the shoulder away from the ear. Good. Switching sides. Here we go. So now I'm using a 25-pound kettlebell. Straight line from the head to the tailbone. Elbow to the sky, wrist to the rib. Spread the chest. You'll notice that if you do grab a heavier weight, which by the way, if you have two 10 pounds, you could turn this into a 20-pound exercise. But what you'll notice is that when you add more weight in those bent over rows, it becomes a really good core exercise. So now if you want to take your plank spiders to the next level, you can't tell because I have my shoes on, but I'm actually landing on my big toe. So I'm trying to balance on just my big toe. If you're not up to that yet, it's okay. That one's definitely extra credit. It's like extra guac, extra credit, which means it's completely unnecessary. But if you're looking to take it to just one more level, try to balance on that big toe, tap with the big toe. Grip the ground with your fingertips. 2, 1. Last round of our cannonballs. Here we go. Hug everything in. Hug tight, release out. The longer you're in this position, the harder the core exercise. Try to do a full exhale. So if you want to connect breath to it, inhale, bring it in. Exhale, hold it out. So everything from my tailbone to the base of my sports bra on the back side. Never leave the ground. Oh, it's getting tough. 2, 1. Whew. All right, I forgot plank taps. Thought I did plank taps. Oh, I forgot the reverse lunges, didn't I? Forgot the reverse lunges. It's okay, we'll head back to it and then we'll finish on that. Here we go, go ahead and grab your weight for the reverse lunge with a lift. You guys are like, Charlie, what are you doing? I got sweat for brain. So these exercises specifically with this round of workouts was like a sneak attack for a lot of oblique work. So whenever you lift this weight up and you cross it over that front knee, you should feel this side, the left side in my case, because my right leg is forward, you should feel the oblique, stabilize that movement. And just like in all the other ones, we're trying not to let the body rotate. Good, last exercise. Sorry about that, but you know what? We always recover. Let's see if I have a room to do it this way. So what I'm thinking about is my front knee. I want to make sure that it doesn't cave in. I'm keeping my chest up, and I'm making sure that the front leg is what's bringing me up to standing. Yes, my elbows are slightly bent. As I come into that lift, I'm using the bottom hand to push that dumbbell up. 8 seconds. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. Let's head into our next set of exercises. We got a quick 25-second transition. All right, so we're doing some cardio vibes. I just gotta read over here. We've got med ball slam, lateral bound, single leg deadlift plus a row, and then a squat plus an overhead press. So based on that, I'm gonna keep my 10 pounds close by. We have 3 seconds. First exercise. How did I already forget? Med ball slam. Reach up high, slam down low. Remember, it's a big exercise. Think cardio. Quick. Scale of 1 to 10. I want you to try to live at a 6 to 8 throughout this round of exercises, okay? 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. 7 is the sweet spot. Come up on the toes, slam down the ground. Good. Now, for lateral bound, make sure this mat doesn't go anywhere. Start slow into it, and then come into it. Big hop, land soft. Modification. I can tap my inside foot down to give me more control. Challenge is to strictly only work from one leg to the other. So you got your adductors, your adductors, and your abductors, AB, outside the leg, really working here. Now from here, we're headed into single leg deadlift plus a row. So, left leg planted, single leg deadlift, row, come back up. Row, come back up. Don't let your hips and your shoulders lose their squareness to the mat. Spread the chest on the row. To get yourself back up to this standing position, I want you to drive through the heel of the standing leg. Lower back pain in a single leg deadlift. Just don't go down as far. Switching sides. So I'm holding my weights like this. Main exercise is the single leg deadlift. The extra credit is the row. Pain in my lower back, I just want to make sure I'm pushing my tailbone back, that I'm keeping a straight line from my head to my tailbone. And then if I feel pain in my lower back, I just don't have to go down as far, okay? Whew. Balance will be an issue on this one. And by an issue, I mean a challenge. We're challenging our balance. We're gonna do all these exercises 3 times through. Okay, great. From here, we're doing a squat plus an overhead press. Sounds exactly like it is. Rack position, squat. Rep it out, one after the other. If both arms gets too challenging, alternate. Keep the heart up. 8 seconds, here we go. Okay, good. Med ball slam. Oh, wow, here we go. Remember, scale 1 to 10. I want you between a 6 and a 9, preferably a 7 to an 8. What does it take to get you there? It's not a squat. A med ball slam is a hinge. I'm pushing my tailbone back, okay? Come up onto the balls of the feet. You want to use as much momentum as possible to slam. 3, 2, 1. From here, lateral bounds. So I like to start slow and then ease into it. Land soft, control the landing, modification if you need it. Use that inside foot to help slow you down, okay? People always are like, what's an inner thigh exercise? Well, here's one right here. And an outer thigh. 3 seconds, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Single leg deadlift plus a row. If your weights are too heavy, you can go down in weights, or you can just do one arm. If you're gonna do just one arm, I'm gonna grab onto my 18-pound kettlebell. Keep it in the side of which the leg is floating. So opposite of the leg that's standing. Left leg is standing, right arm has the weight. What's the core doing? What's the breath doing? In your row, are you spreading the chest? They don't need to be quick. I need you to learn to control your body. You gotta learn how to balance it under load. So switching sides. So I abandoned my dumbbells, I did it with a kettlebell this time. My left leg is floating, therefore my left arm is rowing. Micro bend the standing knee, but I need the exercise to live in my hamstrings and my glutes. Whew. Big exhale on the row. Remember, if I feel tension in my lower back, I can use my hand on a wall, or I just don't have to go down as far, okay? 8 seconds left to go. Try putting your opposite hand in a fist, see if that helps control it. Good. Now, if you only have one weight and you're doing overhead presses, you've got 36 seconds for our squat plus overhead press. Halfway through is when you'll switch arms. If you have a kettlebell, don't bend the wrist. So I need a straight line from my little cinnamon roll all the way down to my elbow. If you haven't already, switch sides. 6 seconds. Last round, and then we're gonna reveal second set of exercises. Check in with yourself. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you? If you are anything below a 6, I need you to push it, pick it up. Slam down to the ground. Big energy. 10 seconds, come on, keep going. Oh, wow, it's getting challenging. I gotta grab a quick hit of water before I head into my lateral bounce. Go. So start slow, and then head into it. If I need to use my inside foot today to help balance me, I will. My heart stays up the whole time. I'm launching my body from one side to the other, using my inner and my outer thigh to control the movement. 2, 1. Okay, back to the row. 18-pound kettlebell for me. Left hand is in a fist, left leg is down. Now, if your weight is too heavy to row, just turn it into a single leg deadlift. Remember, the main exercise is the single leg deadlift. The extracurricular is the row, okay? So just work to your level today. Work to the one that challenges you the most. Sometimes if an exercise is too challenging, then you completely lose the benefits of the workout because you're working so hard to stabilize the harder movement. Whew. Switch sides. I am definitely at about a 7.5, maybe an 8. These ones always get me. Put your opposite hand in a fist of the one that's rowing, or put your opposite hand on a chair or a wall to help you safely come into the single leg deadlift. And if you're taking the row, breathe out. Oh gosh, it's so hard. 3 seconds left. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the weight down really quick. Okay. Now, squat with overhead press. I'm still doing a single weight, so I'm gonna do halfway through at 18. I'll switch hands. Switching sides, here we go. Big exhale on the push. If the push is too challenging, just take the squat, okay? Oh my gosh, we made it. Okay, we got a 45-second recovery so I can tell you what we're getting ourselves into. All right, here's what we got up next. We got 2 rounds, so you see it's a pyramid. Starts at 10. You're gonna do 10 reps of each exercise all the way through, and then you're gonna come down and you're gonna do 9. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you hit 1, go back up to 2. So you're gonna climb down the pyramid and then you're gonna go right back up. The exercises are right there. If you can keep up with me and stay with me or bypass me, perfect. I will be doing this with you in 10 seconds. We start. Sumo deadlift, 10 of them into 10 push-ups, okay? Here we go. I'm using a 35-pound kettlebell for my sumo deadlifts. Sumo deadlift. Toes are pointed out, back stays flat. I'm driving the earth away from me, pulling my chest up. I want the workout to be in my booty. We're here for a while. 9. And push-ups, straight line from the head to the heels. All the way up, all the way down. Stop whenever your torso is in line with your bicep. Oh my gosh, 10 of those. And then after that, we're heading into a single leg hip raise. 10 and 10 on each side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After that one, we've got shoulder taps. 10 total, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, again, bear plank knee taps. It's 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we've got seal jacks. And then we're right back in the top. You're gonna start at 9 too. I'm gonna give you a little bit more volume on the music. And I just want you to run through these. You've got 10 minutes, okay? Here we go. Some more tunes on the music. Deadlifts, shoulders away from the ears. In your push-ups, you want your thumbs to be in your armpit. Elbows are at a 45-degree angle.
Open up the sky for me. When you say I'll dig much deeper, I will shout. Let me know when I get closer. Open up the sky for me. When you say I'll dig much deeper, I will shout.
Shoulder taps. Deadlift if anybody, or sorry, single leg hip raise if anybody's with me. In your single leg hip raise, pull the toe towards the shin. Kettlebell for your sumo deadlifts. The handle should be in line with the bones on the inside of the ankle. under 5 minutes. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. All you gotta do is stick with time, with mother time. For just under 4 minutes, I'm on 6s. I'm on 6s. Whew.
Did you hear that? Drop the beat, boy.
In your sumo deadlifts, make sure that you push the knees out and that the hips stay high.
Time and time again, I've been warned about you by all of my friends, but I don't seem to listen. There's something
3 minutes remaining.
that I've been missing. Can't seem to fight my feelings for you while making me blind. Oh, when will I realize I'm better without you in my life? Gotta get you out of my mind before it's too late to try. The damage has been done. That doesn't mean you right. Your love is right.
In both your bear planks and your shoulder taps, make sure the hips stay in line with the shoulders. We're at 2 minutes.
Try to turn back time and erase you from my thoughts and my mind. It's easier to rewind than replaying.
90 seconds, guys, 90 seconds. Come on, keep pushing.
Gonna break free. I'm sick of the hold that you have on me. Only
Scale of 1 to 10,
way to succeed.
7 to an 8, if not above.
Saying no to you, finally. Gotta get you out of my mind before it's too late to try. The damage has been done. That doesn't mean you right.
1 minute remaining.
Love is like poison. Your love is like poison.
50 seconds.
Your love is like poison.
Come on, run the clock all the way through.
Your love is like poison. I don't need your LOVE to survive. Oh no, not this time. I don't
30
need
seconds.
LOVE to survive. Oh no, not this time. I don't need your LOVE to survive. I don't need your love. Not this time. I don't need
Come on, wherever you're at, try to finish the exercise that you're on. If not, heading into the next one.
not this time. Your love is, your
3,
love is
2,
like
1.
Your love is like poison.
All right. Whew. All right, we're gonna end on a core set. I can't remember if exercises are 1 times through or 2 times through, but we're almost there, and then we're gonna end on a stretch. I believe they're 2 times through. Let's get started. We're headed into plank reach. Elbow plank position, feet are mat width apart, reach in front of you. Don't let the body twist. Now I'm in this counting mind frame, but you don't gotta count. The timer will do it for you. The wider your feet are, the more stability and balance you'll have. Keep going. We've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. From there, we're headed into a reverse curl. Knees stay bent, palms down on the ground. Curl the knee into the chest, drop the heels down. Slowly drop the heels down. So if curling the knees into the chest is too much for you, you can just do alternating heel drops. Or if you can control at the core, you can do double heel drops. So the reverse curl is an option. Other than that, you're just gonna extend the heel out, drop the heels down. Oh, that went by quick. Oh. Now we're headed into our quarter get-ups. So left arm is on a 45-degree angle, right knee up, right arm up. Just roll over onto the opposite elbow. Whenever you come up, fire up your glutes, okay? Fire up your glutes when you roll up. We have 2 rounds of these, by the way. And then we have a 12-minute stretch, which we're all gonna love. So keep going for 10 more seconds. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes at the top. Good. And then switch sides. Oh yeah, we're gonna do all these twice through. Switch sides. So the knee that's up is the arm that's up. At the top, when you're on your elbow, fire up the glutes, okay? So this top knee is gonna push out. Should feel better in your lower back and your core. Oh, it's getting tough. Okay. Whew. You got 6 seconds left, keep going. Fire at the glutes at the top. Oh. And then from there, we're just gonna do a classic hip raise. So this should just feel like an active stretch. Spread the chest, lift the hips up, pause at the top, slowly lower down. Let the hips pause at the top, slowly lower down. So this is just a counter exercise for all the ab exercises we're about to do again. Last round of exercises, you guys. We've made it through glitches, through pyramids. We did 3 rounds of each one of our strength exercises. I mean, we deserve this final core round. You got 5 seconds left, and then we're gonna head into our final round, starting with plank reaches. So the wider your feet are on the ground, the more stability and balance you're gonna feel like you have. If plank reaches are too challenging, you can always just do a plank hold. Come on. Fire up the glutes in your plank. Try not to let the body rotate. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. What are your glutes doing? Fire up the glutes. Let them help support your lower back. Whew. 2. All right. Oh, reverse curl. If it feels funky on your lower back, I just want you to do alternating heel drops, okay? So if it feels funky on your lower back, just do alternating heel drops, okay? So really think about pressing the lower back into the mat. You can even put your hands right on your core, and you'll feel that as soon as you extend that heel out, you're gonna feel your core engage. If you wanna add the curl in, it's a curl plus a double heel drop. If it doesn't feel safe, if it doesn't feel right, oh, you're fine. Okay, quarter get-ups. Remember, at the top of your quarter get-up, fire up the glute. Make sure that your elbow is on a 45-degree angle, the extended one. That way your shoulder is over the elbow when you lift up. Oh, 10 seconds, come on. Fire up the glute at the top. Make sure that your hips help you. Oh, wow. Okay, switch sides. Oh, I'm pooped, you guys. But I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. I can't wait for this stretch. It's coming just around the bend. We got 2 exercises left. Keep reaching up with that top arm. Fire up the glute in this bent knee leg. Just press that foot down into the ground. You're gonna feel your glute fire up. It's gonna help support your lower back. 15 seconds. Oh, yes. Final exercise. If you want to turn it into a Frogger bridge, which means my insides of my feet are together like this, you can. All we're doing is a hip raise though. Now this hip raise is strictly here to help support your lower back. It's also a counter stretch for all of the core exercises that we did. So focus more on this being like a mobility exercise as opposed to a booty strengthening exercise. It's both though, it is both. You can do Frogger bridge, which is where the big toe and the heels are together. Pinky toes are down on the mat. Or you can do a regular hip raise. Just try to pause at the top before slowly lowering down. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, we made it. We made it to the stretch. All right, we've got about a 6-minute stretch together. Hug the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg out. Whew. Release the right leg, hug the left knee in. Good, let's go ahead and roll over. We're gonna come into a child's pose. So big toes together, heels slightly apart, or sorry, big toes together, knees slightly apart. Just reach out in front of you as far as you can go. Take a deep breath inside out. Ooh, good. Now come up to quadruped position. You're gonna reach the right arm up. And then I just want you to reach the right arm through. Try to bring the ear down to the mat. And then you're gonna do that 5 times. So this is number 2. So the hips stay up. You should be coming into your last one. Once you finish the last one, just go ahead and switch sides. Toes tuck under, open up, and then add in the rotation. Oh. Open up the chest, and then thread. Keep the hips high up in the sky. It should feel good throughout your thoracic spine. Maybe a little bit of release on the lower back too. One more. All right, we're gonna come into a downward facing dog and then into a pigeon. So let's come to downward facing dog first. Bend the knees, reach the tailbone to the sky. Pull the chest towards the shoelaces, spread the hands wide. Push the tailbone to the sky. Maybe try dropping the heels down to the mat, getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch in there. Now, right leg's gonna reach up. Right knee towards right wrist, right foot towards the left side of the mat. Before walking yourself down, walk yourself up. Stack shoulders over the hips. Before you come down, just press your front shin into the mat to lift the heart up. And then if you feel like you wanna walk yourself out, you can. We're gonna stay here for about a minute to 90 seconds. So just enjoy. Lynn, oh, you guys were in it. Thank you guys for staying. Georgina, tired but feeling great, love the new format. Georgina, does that mean you like the exercises on the side bar? Love this one, worth the wait for sure. Jennifer, thank you for staying. I know that it's Labor Day and you got the kiddos. Wonder what they're up to on this lovely Monday. Whew, we certainly labored on this Labor Day. That's right, Lynn, that is right. Thank you guys for being patient. I know that that was frustrating. Technology. Gotta love technology. Let's stay here for about another 10 seconds and then we're gonna switch over to the opposite side. Yes, the exercises at the side helped a lot. Amazing, good. Arlene, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying here with us. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So however you want to get there, I'm going to come to downward facing dog. And then whenever you're ready, the main thing is left knee towards left wrist, and then naturally bring over the left foot to whatever feels comfortable. Your shin does not need to be parallel to the top of the mat. One way to safely do a pigeon is if I think about pressing my shin down into the ground, it's gonna fire up my left glute, which is gonna help me square off. That way, whenever I'm ready to release myself into my pigeon, it's a little bit safer, it feels a little bit more comfortable. If you do have pain in your knee, flip over onto your back and you can do a recline pigeon, which is where you make a figure four with your feet and you grab underneath the thigh. Andrea, great workout. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have access to this until next Sunday at 3. So this one had a lot of big movements. You could probably wait a day if you want to and then do it on Wednesday. I think that's a good mix for it. But yeah, see how your balance improves over the weekend or over the week if you keep doing this workout. Let's just stretch. Let's just enjoy this. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Ooh, relax the shoulders if you can. From there, go ahead and walk yourself up, shift your weight onto the left hip, and then you're just gonna swing the legs forward. Let's do a forward fold. So inhale, reach the arms up, toes pull towards the shin. If knees need to stay bent, that's okay. And then just ease yourself out. Now, if you have super tight hamstrings, here's what you can do. You can bend the knees, you can straighten the spine, lift the ribs away from the hips, and then pull the chest over the toes. And just keep doing that with the breath. So sometimes whenever we just kind of slump into this hamstring stretch, we kind of lose the stretch in itself. So if all we do is modify it by bending the knees, lifting up the heart, straight line from the head to the tailbone, and then pulling heart over shoes. It'll give you a little bit deeper stretch right here in the hamstring where you're trying to take it. Whew. All right. From there, go ahead and come down onto the mat. Cross the right knee over the left knee. I just realized I didn't have room for that. Right knee over the left knee, shift the hips to the right, and then if you have lower back pain, try not to do this one. You can just sit with the knees crossed over each other, but if you feel comfortable, you can roll both knees over to one side. there, go ahead and press the knees together. Rotate yourself back up, switch sides, shift the hips over towards the left, and then knees will roll over towards the right. Reach your left arm out. Oh, wow. Alrighty, if you have any other stretches that you want to do, you can take it. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in.